in this week and raise our focus and start the week on a balancing note. So today I want to talk about, let's start from the a talk as usual. So today I want to talk about thoughts or our experience that can either stop us to start the mindful practice or to continue with our mindful practice. And we all have this, let's say, thoughts or limiting beliefs, or we can say that those are myths of mindful practice, and particularly about meditation. And while I will walk you through those myths, you can try them on. You can see if you are having those myths and if you are having those limiting beliefs that might stop you from practice or stops you from continuing your practice on your regular basis. And it actually applies to any area of your life, not just to mindful practice. And I want to start from telling you a short story. After I tell you the story, you might think that it's not real. So it's like a metaphorical idea of how those beliefs can be seen. So there was a tourist who was traveling through India, and she was walking on the street and saw an elephant. Of course, we know that there are a lot of elephants. You can see a lot of elephants in India. And she noticed that this elephant, already grown, big animal, was attached to the tree with a thin rope attached to his front leg. And she started like thinking of why, and the elephant, the animal, wasn't moving anywhere. So she started thinking of why such a big animal cannot just with one movement kind of get rid of this rope and escape this situation. That looked very strange for her. So she asked the man who took care of this animal, why is this happening? And this man told her another story, that from the early age, from the time when elephants are born, they are kept with this rope all the time, and they are attached to the tree or to something, and they cannot get rid of it, so they cannot escape. And those little elephants, they are trying everything, but the rope for their age, for their strength, is very strong, and they cannot get rid of it. So the animal is growing with this rope, and once the elephant becomes big and it's an adult years, I can say, the animals still think that there are no ways how to escape this rope. And so the tourist was amazed. And think about this for a second. So how something that we are grown with, our thoughts, our beliefs, can stop us from moving anywhere. So we might keep those beliefs and keep living with them without looking at them, without looking at us with these beliefs, and without changing anything. So let's think of this for a minute, and let's try to think of, do we have those limiting beliefs? Do we have those myths around us about any situation? But today is time to talk about myths, about meditation, about mindfulness practice. And the first very widespread myth is that it sounds like this: I don't have time to practice meditation, to practice mindfulness. Actually, this myth can be applied to any practice. I don't have time exercising, I don't have time doing things, different things that might be helpful for me. But today we talk about meditation. So the myth is, I don't have time to practice meditation. How we can destroy this myth? So I start from telling you the fact that you all already know, that we know that top executives from high-ranking companies They all nowadays practice meditation, mindfulness techniques, and they are huge advocates for those techniques, even though their life is very busy, very stressful, and they are not meditation coaches themselves. Um, we know that the legendary Steve Jobs was practicing uh, different types of mindfulness practices, and he practiced meditation a lot. He meditated a lot. Um, Another interesting fact that the company Google, that we all familiar with, so they start all their major meetings with a mindfulness practice. They call it mindfulness minute. And why they are doing this? Because this practice allows them to bring their awareness back into the present moment, connect to this present moment, increase their focus, increase their attentiveness, and fully emerge in the experience of present, experience of this meeting. So it was shown that after they started practicing mindfulness minute, their meetings um, started bringing more results, more positive results, and they were more efficient and effective. So, and if you think that you don't have time, you don't need a lot of time. We all know that you can practice at any time. You can practice you can start doing formal practices. That takes you a little bit more time, but you also can do informal practices. And those informal practices you can do anywhere, like we discussed last week. So I like how one teacher of mindfulness techniques said that 20 minutes is always better than 15 minutes of practice. 15 minutes is always better than 10 minutes. 10 minutes is obviously better than 5. 5 is better than 3. But there is a huge difference between even 1 minute and no practice at all. And you can apply this concept to anything. Remember that there is a huge difference between nothing and 1 minute. So we all know that we can practice this minute of mindfulness very regularly. And we are moving to myth number 2. And the myth number 2 sounds like meditation is a very complicated activity, and it takes a lot of time to learn how to meditate. In reality, if you have some guided recording videos or audios or guided practices, or you are following our program and you are practicing with us, it's not very hard. You just need to follow, and you just bring yourself in this present moment. And beginning techniques can be as simple as just follow your breath. So once you start putting your thoughts away and move your attention to your breath, it's where your practice of mindfulness, of meditation begins. So what you only need is just keep focusing on your breath, and you do not want to focus on results. You just want to emerge in the present moment, and you want to keep focus on the feelings in the present moment and on your breath. Moving to myth number 3, and it sounds like successful meditation is when you are completely stopping your thoughts. And this statement is completely false. It's like imagining that ocean gets rid of all its waves. This is how the idea of getting rid of your thoughts and stop your thoughts completely can be seen as. So we know, and if you know already, I'll tell you that we cannot stop our thoughts, we cannot stop our thinking process, and we cannot fully control our thinking process. What we can do and what we are responsible for is we are responsible for deciding how much time we spend on different thoughts and how much attention we give to different thoughts. And it's very obvious and normal that through your mindfulness practice, through your meditation, you are going to be distracted with your thoughts. And for example, if you are keeping your focus on your breath, you're gonna be distracted by your thoughts. And at this moment, when you are noticing this distraction, you want to, you notice that your focus on your breathing moved to you thinking of future or past, or anything that you probably have to do after meditation. At this time, at this present moment, you just acknowledge this, and you say thank you to yourself for noticing this. And once you notice this, you transfer your focus back to your breath, and it's where your mindfulness and awareness practice is actually happening. So you are noticing those distractions, you are noticing what is going on in a present moment. You gently bring your focus back to what you are doing before. Those things are going to go away, and you continue practicing your meditation or your any mindfulness techniques. And myth number 4. And myth number 4, it sounds like to be able to get the benefits of meditation, you need to spend a lot of time practicing. Another false statement, because we know that, and people are sharing their thoughts, and they're saying that even after one time trying to practice mindfulness or a week of mindfulness techniques, they notice considerable difference in some area of their life. And research showed that 8 weeks of mindfulness stress reduction practice showed a huge difference in the anxiety level, in the tension, in the feelings of stress or feelings of anxiety. So all those feelings were calmed down, and all those feelings were brought to balance. So another thing that the research showed is that after 8 weeks of mindful practices, researchers noticed another huge difference in the brain, in the part of brain that's in charge of memory, empathy, self-awareness, and stress management. So 8 weeks of regular meditation practices developed a new pathways in your brain and helps you to be more empathetic, manage your stress better, improve your memory, and be more self-aware. The self-awareness is one of the huge parts of the mindfulness practices. And I'm moving to the last myth, and myth number 5. And myth number 5 sounds like another very widespread myth that says meditation is the attempt to escape your reality. So you may think that, oh, those people, they are practicing meditation, they just want to escape their reality, they just not to face the reality as it is. And as you probably already know from our sessions, it's a completely false statement, because in our meditation practice, what we are doing is we are doing completely different thing. So we are bringing ourselves in this present moment to experience this present moment without judgment. So we are experiencing our environment inside and outside without judgment, with kindness, and we are bringing our awareness of the present moment up. What it gives us is that by practicing it, we are also bringing our awareness and mindfulness of another present moments in our life, because we know that what we practice goes stronger. So if we practice growth, focus during our meditation practices, we are growing our focus in other area of our life. So with regular meditation practice, you raise the clearness of your awareness, and you raise precision of your awareness. So clearness and precision is very important, and it's how we are actually emerging in this reality, in this present moment. Those were 5 myths, 5 limiting beliefs that I wanted to discuss. today. You can revisit them and you can apply them. But what I want you to do is I want you to write down or think of your own limiting beliefs, the one that I haven't discussed, and by being aware of them, by acknowledging them, by learning them, and by seeing them in front of you, you can start working with them, and you can destroy them, you can put them the other way around, you can question them, and it's how you get rid of them and start meditation, start mindfulness practice, or continue doing your mindfulness practice on a regular basis. So with all of this being said, let's move to our practicing parts, and let's do some stretching, and let's do some mindfulness technique. And here we are stretching not for only for a muscle purpose. We are not only preparing ourselves for any other activities. By stretching, we are feeling our body, and that's how we are connecting our mind and our body, and keeping this balance and bringing our attention into our body. So after the practice, we feel more balanced, we feel more grounded, we feel like we feel more like a whole, a piece, not pieces that are falling apart. Our mind is separate and our body is separate. So I want you to find yourself in a comfortable position, in a sitting or standing position, and I want you to take a nice and deep breath in. Remember, we are trying to breathe we are trying to make a full breath. We are expanding our belly, and we are taking this nice full breath in and noticing how the air going inside our body, and when we are exhaling, it's going outside of our body. Another deep full breath in. And if you came to this session stressed, just concentrate on your breathing in and releasing the air, and ground yourself with the focus on your breathing. Another full breath in and breathe out. Let's help ourselves with the arms. So with another full breath in, we are raising our arms up, and with exhaling, we are putting them back down. Another breath in when we are raising our arms up, and exhaling, putting them down. And another one, breathe in and breathe out. And feel how your attention is moving to your breath and to your belly area. So let's start moving our attention from our head to lower to our feet, scanning our body. And this technique called body scan. So body scan helps us to realize our full body in this present moment, and we want to see it all, we want to scan it all. Do not forget any parts. We are moving from our head, from our face to our neck, and while we are moving down to our feet, not forgetting any area, we also feel what feelings we are having in different parts of our body. We can feel more relaxed in some parts. We can feel clothes on our body more than in some parts than in other parts. And where we feel tension, we just want to release it, release the tension, feel more comfortable. So we are moving through chest, through our belly area, through our hip area, down through legs. We are noticing our knee. We are noticing our calves. We we are moving down to our feet. And when we are at our feet with our full attention, we are imagining the roots growing through our feet and connecting ourselves to the ground. So this technique called grounding, it's where you feel, anytime you feel shaking, you feel unstable, you think something throws you off your experience within your relationship, in any moments, you just imagine yourself, you scan your body, you let yourself know that you have this body that supports you. This is a very amazing machine that is running, especially we talked about breathing, without you even like forcing it to do it, or everything happens voluntarily. So this amazing body supports you, and you with your imagination, you grow those roots, you connect yourself to the ground, you feel grounded, you feel stable, you feel like a tree, no matter what happens, no matter what weather is it today, the tree stays strong. Yes, sometimes we have such a bad weather when the tree is falling. It happens rarely. Most of the time the tree stays strong. So you want to ground yourself and feel strong. Our feelings may drive our mood, may drive our understanding, so we want to feel grounded. And as we're feeling right now how grounded we are, how balanced we are as a whole, we are not only our thoughts, we are full body. So let's try to introduce some stretching. Let's start from moving our neck with the round movements to the right, 2 more to the right, and to the left. And if you are not feeling comfortable doing the full round movements, you can do the half of movement and go back. Just the half of movement and go back. Okay, now we are doing side to side look, right and left, right and left. And actually here you want to release your shoulders and do not put yourself in this position. So we actually call this position as a position that's called in charge. So I'm in charge of something, and you can notice yourself that once you want to stay in this position, you kind of want to control the situation. So let's move our arms down and feel nice and relaxed in our shoulders. And keep moving our neck from side to side. And we are acknowledging the fact how flexible is our neck, how nice it feels to be moving our neck. We are moving to another movement, which is down and up. Down and up. And another 2, down and up, down and up. Nice work. So now we are working with our shoulders, and we're going to be doing round movements back, and then we continue with round movements forward. But with these movements, you want to release everything from your shoulders and release. Drive it backwards and release. Driving backwards and just, we may feel how much weight we always care on our shoulders. Everything there is all saying also, like, this weight is on my shoulders, so we want to release it. We want to get rid of any difficult emotions. We want to feel nice and light. And another one back, And now we are doing movement forward. And we are releasing. Releasing everything. And forward and release. Another 2, forward and release. Let's shake our arms. And another movements. Imagine you are a doll, very flexible and moving like very freely. So you are moving like this from one side to another side. Just allowing your body to be not tensed, but very relaxed. There is no weight in your body, and it's so easy to move it from one side to another side. Okay, that's good. So you should feel very, very light and very relaxed. So let's move to our chest, and we are opening our chest, putting our arms to our hips. We are opening our chest and stretching. Opening our chest, opening our heart, opening ourselves to everything that is going on in our life. We are open, we are not closed, we are not afraid of our experience. And we want to close this movement with an opposite movement where we are rounding our chest and trying to reach something in front of us. The chest feels nice and stretched. And another one, open and close. Open and close. Open and another one close. Nice. So right now I want you to bring your arms up and close them in this position. You want to try to reach something on top of you and see how far you can go. Do not drive your shoulders to your ears, just stretch yourself a little bit. And then put your arms like this and go from one side to another side, stretching your body even more. One side and another side. Another 2 to the right, to the left, and one more to the right and to the left. And one more time, we are stretching up and releasing. Let's do another very light movements from side to side, just feeling again this lightness, releasing everything from our upper body. And we are now doing our round movements with our hips. Just put your arms on your hips and do this round movement, giving a little bit more flow to our lower body. If we are sitting a lot during the day, it's nice thing to do in between your tasks. So once you finish with one of your tasks, you want to stand up and move your body like this. And the other way around. It's how we are bringing more flow in our lower back part. Okay, 2 more to the left side and 1 more. Okay, nice work. So, and now we are moving to practicing our balanced positions. So we want to keep all the weight to the left leg. We bring our right leg up and we are trying to hold this position without helping ourselves, without touching any surfaces. And keep this balance. Noticing how our focus is shifting from 2 legs to 1 leg and how we are able, what helps us to keep this balanced position and what throws us off from this balanced position. And let's do it with the right leg. All the way to the right leg, lifting up left leg and keeping this balance. And notice what might destroy you from being in balanced position or might help you to be more focused, more balanced. And let's do 1 more with left leg. And with this position, we can translate the message of if something becomes imbalanced in our life, yes, we can bring all the weight of the present moment in 1 part. Just keep ourselves balancing, and there will be time after when we return to our stable position, and that is fine. There are no bad and good situations. We just keep practicing being aware of everything what is going on, and everything will pass, and there will be time when we will return to the normal, regular, balanced position. All the time will pass. It's just a matter how we go through this time. Another thing that I want to share today, very powerful statement, very powerful thought that you can go through this, through your week, through your life, through this end of year season is the only way out is through. So think of this, and I think it's very powerful. So the only way out is through. So there are no other ways rather than going through, embracing your experience, getting stronger, getting more experienced, and going through, and when you're out, becoming a new, more experienced, more knowledgeable person. So let's do another full breath in, raising our arms up. Exhaling, putting them down. Raising our arms up again. Exhaling, putting them down. And another one up. And down. So what I want us to do right now is take a minute as our body is in balance right now. We feel grounded with our legs. We stretched some parts of our body. We are more balanced, more grounded. We are relaxed, feel light. And start just noticing your breath. Start focusing on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Nothing more is going around, just you breathing. And inhaling and exhaling. And if any thoughts are distracting you from this, focus on your breath. Just noticing them. Say thank you to yourself for noticing them. And go back to focus on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. If you're wondering, just say thank you, notice, and return to the focus to your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's take a moment while we are still breathing, acknowledging our feelings, how more relaxed, how more balanced, how grounded we feel, and how ready we are to start our day, to start performing, to be effective. And we know that every time that something is throwing us off, we have our time, we have our minute to return our focus back to the present moment. Thank you guys for amazing practice. Thank you for doing this. And I'm very grateful for you being able to practice with us. And I'm very grateful for you to be able to support yourself this way. So I have one more thing for you. And we all sometimes, even in practices like mindfulness practices, need some guidance. So sometimes when we don't have guidance, when we don't have ideas how we can practice being more mindful, it sometimes can stop us from doing this, because we all have other focuses in our lives. So without help, it might be harder to keep practice. So I have this mindfulness cards, and what we are doing with this mindfulness cards is that we are mixing them. We don't know what we are going to pick up, but we know that they all bring us less stress, and they all help us to increase our mindfulness. So we mix them up, and I'm choosing one for you and for myself. So let's think the one we are choosing. And this card is about developing an insight. So this is how we know what we are going to be doing through this week. So we are developing our insight. And the practice is gratitude meditation. So objective of this activity is feeling thankful and grateful. What we are going to be doing. So directions are following. When you wake up or before you go to bed, list 3 or 4 things you are grateful for. So here is our practice of gratitude. What we are doing next, feel the sense of joy for simple things like a warm blanket, a soft bed, or a loving family. Find something different to focus on every day. So every day you practice this technique, this developing insight through feeling thankful and grateful. You list 3 to 4 small things every day, and every day you focus on different things. And that's how you are teaching yourself being thankful to small things. And spend at least 5 minutes focusing on gratitude and joy. Notice how good this makes you feel. Give yourself a hug and bring a big smile to your face as you prepare for the day ahead or get ready for a pleasant night's sleep. So let's try to practice it right now. everyone is thinking of their small things, different small things. I am thankful for this program, for everyone who is practicing with me, who is watching this. So I'm giving myself a hug. I'm bringing a smile to my face, and I'm being really grateful for you guys, for this program, and for us being able to practice mindfulness. So try to follow those directions for this week, develop insights, and maybe through this practice you develop so many insights about joyful situation in your life. The idea is to experience joy not from the huge things that you wish you will happen and somewhere you become joyful and you become happy, but start experiencing the happiness and joy right now, today, in this present moment, through practicing being thankful and grateful for those small things in our life. So again, great morning, great Monday. I wish you all an amazing week. Keep practicing, keep bringing your awareness, your mindfulness up, your focus, your effectiveness, and we'll see you next week, the same time, the same meeting, and just different information, a little bit different practice, but the purpose is the same, to bring our awareness to become more balanced and more grounded. So thank you so much and have a great day. I see you next Monday. Thank you.